I think here Legacy you had to like almost like pre-jump the flick if you wanted to go at it like this. Or maybe come at it slower. I don't know. But I think there was like a lot more you could have done here to get a pretty consistent challenge. There's a nice flick by them and a pretty sick goal as well, actually. So
I called it as well. I'm like, oh yeah, he's doubling this. I must say.
yeah.
Oh, he's scoring that every time, and like good placement as well. Like I knew where he was gonna hit it, but yeah.
Ah, you definitely want to pre-jump this then. Jump at it now.
Yeah, I probably should have.
Yeah. Because you can cut the angle pretty consistently. And then yeah, you're just like a sitting duck if you do nothing. How did the series go roughly?
We did quite well. I think it was like 5-3, but it was 5-2, and then we played one more like quite late, and I was really out of it. Like I was barely staying awake, yeah. But yeah, overall, like we played quite well, I thought.
Yeah, it took me a while to, like at least half the scrim to warm up to him. I was playing meh.
Yeah, you're looking a bit hesitant at the moment, Legacy.
Yeah, I think it's just like when versing the higher players, I hesitate a bit more because I'm not actually 100% sure what they're going to do, kind of thing.
Yeah, I see. Makes sense. Oh, nice shot. Too easy.
Just a matter of versing better teams consistently, just getting used to it.
Yeah. No, it is something that like you can only really get the experience at the end of the day. Did you try what we talked about at all, Crypt? Just trying be a bit more.
It was definitely in my mind, but it's still not perfect. Like I was definitely staying back a bit more, back post, more than I was, but still not perfect. But I think it's a good sign that it'll continue to improve.
Oh, yep. Let me just remind myself. Did I put the notes in team chat?
You didn't make any notes for the last one, I don't think.
Oh, I didn't. That's a misplay. Yeah.
Do you post them on YouTube, Legacy?
Yeah, I post the sessions.
Fair enough.
So if you ever want to go back and watch it, it's just up there.
Yeah, cool.
Usually the next day or two.
Don't say anything that will get you banned, Crypt.
Don't worry, I've bleeped out Milka's first fucking words about his camera settings and what people tell him to do.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I'll still like, I edit them, so.
Yeah, good on you. Yeah, Crypt, I remember talking about trying to get your mechanics more in game by like practicing in ranked and stuff. Have you been trying that?
Since then I haven't played much Rocket League. I'm not gonna lie, the only Rocket League I played was doing random preset ranked with Gabilio, which is very funny.
What's preset ranked?
Like, randomized preset, so you get a random car, random boost, random decal.
Oh yeah.
It was the funniest thing. Nah, but yeah, I will look into it soon, hopefully.
Cool. Legacy, this is very similar to the first goal in like the way you challenge here.
Yeah, just single jump.
Yeah, just single jump. Like the way I always thought about challenging to get better at it is like you just kind of look like you're just going to hit the ball, you know? Like you're just in like hit ball mode, where it's like if you really wanted to be in like challenge mode, you'd be like pre-jumping, getting the ball, like ready to like intercept the ball, you know?
Yeah.
Like I think that's like a good kind of like mindset to have with this stuff. Cause yeah, you can see it's just like a similar situation here. It's like you're kind of just like looking like you're gonna hit the ball and you get beat if you jump too late.
Do you reckon even like a demo there, because Fiasco wouldn't expect it? If you go back, I feel like a demo would get him there. He's not jumping, and you know where he's driving.
Yeah, I think a demo would just be like a bit risky because this could still be like a good path, you know?
Yeah, right.
Like, yeah, because you don't really want to give the team like a free pass this close to the net, right? Which is kind of why. Yeah, you can see like even if Fiasco got demoed, would have still been a goal, you know. So I think it's good you're thinking about that though. There's definitely the place. And yes, similar thing for you, Crypt. I think yours is like Legacy. I think that's like a mechanical thing you kind of have to learn. Is like the real like challenging in a very like committed kind of way. Crypt, when I'm watching you, it seems like you're almost like a bit too careful with it, right? Because here it's like, this is again very similar to the first goal, where you're just kind of like hesitate, like you're just like chilling, and then by the time you can do anything, it's too late, right?
I was a bit confused because Milkers didn't say anything. I didn't know if he was going to challenge. I saw him backwards, but Milkers likes to jump for those sort of things sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm hesitating because I'm still not perfectly certain what Milkers and Legacy go for.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think at the same time, if I was in your spot here, you got 100 boost, right? So I almost like wouldn't care what they're doing, because what kind of happens is it's like Milk does that touch and then he's very awkward and then he can't go and then you get scored on, right? So I think like in this spot, I think the rotation is just a bit too like casual for what's going on, you know? You're like, whatever, teams will be fine. Like even flip there, even though you had full boost, end up back post, and then you're just like too slow, you know?
Yeah.
So what did I say to you exactly on Wednesday, sorry?
To me,
yeah.
The two things were I brought the point up about not going out of back post too early and trying to cover the second man role, which I kind of figured out might be related to, because I used to be a twos mate.
Yeah.
And in twos, you kind of got to fill both spots, you know?
Yeah.
As back post and then follow up. But that's, I've been working on that. And then also there was like bringing mechanics into like threes.
Into
and
game.
I don't know if there might have been one more point. Legacy, do you remember?
I think they were the main two for you, Crypt. It was a pretty short session.
I'm not too sure. I hope I remember the fucking goal that I scored a minute later.
Yeah, Crypt, this is an interesting one, and it might make sense if that was the discussion we had, because this is taking it too far, right? Because it's like, in this spot, you're just like hyper committed to third man, and you're like giving Milk the space like we talked about, but like it's not really the right scenario because like he's backwards and super awkward, right?
So like commit out of back post because the second man, like, because otherwise then they're just gonna have a free ball and it's gonna get like even worse for me because Milkers can't challenge.
Yeah, I think it's tough to make a big blanket statement, right? Because like there are like subtleties that like affect it, but if you remember what happened, because I remember the situation we were talking about is like you would be here as third man and you would just kind of like slowly creep forward until you were like up the butt of second man.
Yeah, that
was like the problem, right? Whereas this situation feels a bit unique because you'll see that like it's not, there's like chaos going on here, right? So if I were you, I would almost be thinking like even like 1v3 situation, just like how can I be useful, right? So immediately I would probably be positioned around like here, and then you can see Milk's cutting or whatever, but like I would just take the ball off him, you know, just fly through and this is your ball, right? I think this is kind of taking it like a step too far, because now you're trying to give space to your teammates, but then because Milk's like awkward, it wasn't a good time, and then just let you a bit half committee.
Yeah, right. It's just a weird scenario, but I can't get it.
Yeah, it's tough. I think it's one of those things where we'll just have to like see more examples to find that like subtlety between like complimenting your teammates but also being like confident to like take the ball off your teammates, you know?
Yeah. My rotation here though, like I wait for him to hit it, and once I see he's beating, sometimes I would go upfield looking for an upfield pass, but I feel like I remember knowing Milkers and Lexi kinda were low on boost or weren't ready to hit it upfield.
Yeah.
So I just play safe, and I don't know if that's how I'm meant to get to back post, or if that's where I'm meant to go.
Yeah. So I think I was talking with Legacy and Milk about this the other day. I think the problem you're running into here, Crypt, is you're like too confident of a defender. So like you're like confident here in net, just chilling, but then as you play the better teams, they'll outplay you when there's like situations this close, right? It's like this is just like an unsavable shot, similar to the double touch from the first one, right? So yeah, that's kind of what. I'm finding this hard to like string everything together, but that's at least what I'm seeing here. Is like this looks like you're almost like too confident, just chilling, and then you get punished for it.
But
right?
how I get to that spot, is that fine? And like not staying upfield because he beats. Like looking for that upfield pass. Like sometimes I would go on the wall upfield looking for a pass, but Daezu.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So my rough idea with this is like, so it's quite risky to go up the field.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. So it's great when it works, but it's like bad when it doesn't. So I think it's good to go up the field when you're like fairly certain it's good, right? So in this situation, it's like, it's pretty clear. It's like, yeah, maybe if you went forward, there's a world where it gets to you, but in reality, it's looking a bit sketch. So I think it's fine to go back post.
So then the right choice is not to stay in the corner or do anything else. It's to go back post.
So I guess this is kind of where the subtlety lies, where it's like, when you're rotating here, you basically want to put yourself in the position where you're like most useful. And that's not always back post, right? Because what actually happens here when you go back post is it's a bit too far back post and you're not particularly useful because you're just a bit too far away from everything, right?
Yeah.
So I think like more generally, the most useful spot is about here because you can like attack the ball, you can be very quick, or if it's appropriate, you can then kind of like rotate back to back post. It's a lot more flexible to kind of like be here and then make your decision. Does that make sense?
Yeah, just let it play out, and then depending on what happens, go back post or
Yeah.
pass, whatever.
Yeah, because in this situation, it's like rotate to about here, and then I would like hang around here and probably go, okay, this is looking like a bit of a mess. I'm actually going to go front post. And then front post, you're a lot more useful here, right? But instead, it's like, because you've just committed to back post, Milk is then like kind of forced to then cover that front post, but he's like backwards, which leaves him like vulnerable to bump, and then you get scored on, right? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Does that make sense as well for you, Legacy?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I have a good YouTube video on my channel from like 4 years ago about backpost being overrated. You might want to check that out.
I'll have a look.
Because yeah, it's really common that everyone's like, yeah, because it's like people are like, don't rotate ball side because you get in your teammate's way, which makes sense. But then once you get to the higher levels, it's actually, it depends, right? It's just not that simple. How does this go in so easily?
Like, oh yeah, that was one more thing. Passing it off the corner. I went for a double, but I didn't have enough boost. And I didn't get a good touch. But like,
yeah,
I should just control it here because I know Legacy or no Milkers is in net. They're net awkward. Like he's slow getting back. So just do a more controlled touch.
similar to the going upfield thing we just talked about. It's like passes are risky, right? It's like there's actually like nothing separating a pass from being like a pass to your teammate than like a pass to the other team, right? So it's like this was actually just a pass to the other team. You just set up their counterattack like perfectly. So yeah. So I agree with you. Yeah, you kind of just like AFK past it, but you're right. It's like because Milk is so forward, it's like there's a world where Legacy like might score this, but he's got to be like super confident and super risky. So
He's third man.
yeah, because he's third man, and you can see Legacy does kind of go for it, but that's also kind of where the mistake is here as well. Legacy, I think we've been talking about this as well, where it's like if you're this close, you should probably just be going, right? Yeah. But then this is an awkward situation because it's like, because you're third man, because Milk is really slow, you really shouldn't be going. So like in reality, you should probably just like not even be close and feel like baited in any way.
Yeah, for sure. Still trying to think about what distance I should be. I think I've slowly crept up a little bit more forward since when I started going far back post.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, this is perfect positioning if you have a third man, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, yeah, you could just go for that. Most of the time, Crypt will be getting a better pass, and you can just go for it. But because you're third man, you just get wrecked. So
In reality, I shouldn't be passing there. It was basically, that goal was my fault.
yeah. Both people's fault. Pretty much every goal in Rocket League is like a mixture of everyone's fault.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this Owie guy before.
Mr. OE.
Oh, it's OE.
Owie.
He's a content creator for Bandits.
Oh.
Yeah, another one. Also KBM.
Oh my gosh, yeah, everywhere.
Yeah.
Are you KBM Legacy?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't team with you after that one.
Thanks.
Crypt, here's another situation actually. See how like you kind of like rotating very wide, and then it actually punishes you because you needed to be closer, and it just sneaks past you back post. Like back post, right? It's like this is a situation where like it would actually be better to just be front post instead of back post, given like the situation.
Yeah. I guess maybe because like in this situation there's no second man. Or like Legacy and Milkers are really close together, so I have to play kind of both roles.
Yeah. It's definitely not. It's definitely not easy for you. Like you have 12 boosts, you're probably getting scored
Yeah, I
on.
just came off kickoff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Milkers just pushed up too far as well after the 50.
I think Crips, this is actually a bit similar to the last goal we were talking about.
Yeah,
where
it's quite similar.
It's like
Sorry.
I was just gonna say I understand what you're talking about, where it's like you kind of do have to play like second and third man here, but you get scored on because you're too relaxed being back, right? Like you're just kind of chilling, and then that space opens up, and then it's like unsavable, right? So it does feel a bit similar. Yeah. Yeah. Because I think you're right. Like ideally you want to cover like second and third here, but I think because you're low boost, because there's no teammates, I think you've just got to commit to front post here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you saying, Legacy?
Oh, I thought Milkers may have just pushed up too far, but I was watching him again. It could have been good if he hit the ball.
Yeah. Well, again, this has actually been a big theme for you guys in this game. Is like this is just another missed challenge, right? Milkers has boost, but then he just misses a challenge, and then it leaves everyone behind him like awkward. So, yeah, and then it's also quite bad because like you've just 50'd it, so you're very naturally going to 50 it, but then Milk is like cutting in front, and then now like both of you are useless, right? So
maybe if I stayed off on the wall and jumped off, I could have saved it too.
It wasn't really your fault, Legacy. You couldn't.
I'm just exploring options.
Like you landed there, and then as soon as you land, you turn right back. Like you couldn't have done much else, I don't think.
Yeah, I like literally don't think there's anything you could have done in Legacy. Like even the 50, even the 50 was pretty good. Just yeah, I think this was really on. I think this was just over aggressive from Milk, and then yeah,
As soon as I see Legacy like naturally going there, I'm like, I should be thinking he can't, like, he's not gonna be able to fill that second man role. He's not gonna be able to get a touch after Milker's challenge, or if he misses. So I got to fill both roles for a second.
Yeah. 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 But yeah, no boost off kickoff. It was yeah, they were scoring a lot there. Nice bump. Nice. Good work.
Chris definitely good with scoring.
Not usually. I think it's a fluke.
I might have one game where I just pop off every now and again.
That'll be helpful if it's a major game 7.
Yeah, no, I'm better on game days.
Yeah, you gotta time it right.
Even ask Ember.
Oh, alright, Legacy. We still gotta get you more clinical in these spots, yeah.
I mean, at least it's pretty common, so it's easy to point out, right?
Alright, what's the plan? How can you score this or get your teammate to score it?
Put it up the wall. Leg in front. Just go forward.
Yeah, and then go for a second touch.
Yeah, probably just maybe try and 50 it with probably whoever jumps down mid.
50 doesn't really lead to goals though.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I think in this
Maybe
spot,
a perfect 50.
yeah, I think in this spot, if you're looking for a goal, either like a massive backboard, or you try and follow it yourself and like get it one touch and then a second touch past the defender to pass it.
Yeah.
I think that's the play.
Backboard triple touch shit.
I guess actually, even watching you, like you were going for something. You just kind of messed it up. So
Yeah, true.
respect.
Thanks.
Like the mechanics won't come overnight, and like the execution, but like the thought can, you know. So respect. Oh, another missed challenge, Legacy. I think this is your big thing for today.
I definitely got slowed down there though, as well.
Yeah.
I think maybe just like when versing the better teams, I'm like this. So if I can just fix it against the better teams.
I think against like faster opponents, you just kind of have to learn how to intercept challenge. Because again, you can see it's like you're not trying to get in the way of where the ball's going. It looks like you're just trying to beat him to the ball, right?
Yeah.
It's like if you want to get like a consistent challenge here, you've actually got to be about here. You've got to be quite a bit higher, and like yeah. So I think it's like learning to like recognize when you're getting beaten to the ball so that you can commit to like intercepting the ball with these challenges rather than just going straight at them.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think these faster teams are just exposing it because it'll happen a lot when they're a little faster.
Yeah.
Nice defense. Oh, this is goal.
Oof.
Yep.
It was so awesome.
Oh, what a read, Lexi.
It was
Oh, that was
That was
milk.
milk.
so random. But like the ball just came sailing at me. I tried my best to get it on target.
Oh.
Well, I think I did a decent job. I could have skied that or
Yeah. No, the shot was good. Did you half flip? I find half flipping really helps.
oh yeah. I get what you mean. No,
Yeah.
I naturally I don't do that, but it is usually I'll just single jump. Like so the ball stays grounded, you know.
Yeah.
But I knew OE was spawning, so I kind of had to like get some power because single jump won't get enough power. I don't know.
Yeah,
It was just a split second decision.
Well, also here, Crib, you really just want to be single jumping here.
Yeah, you're right.
Because yeah, when you single jump, it helps with the consistency because you can flip if you fuck up. Because you kind of double jump and then now you're having to like awkwardly boost backwards and everything. Where yeah, there's a lot more you can do if you just single jump.
That is one thing that I would say I consistently need to improve on as well. Single jumping instead of double jumping.
Yeah, single jump backboards. Or
Oh,
just in general.
just in general. Like I'll go for a shot and I'll double jump instead of single jumping when I could single jump.
Yeah, it can be a tough habit to break, but it's really, yeah, it'll actually make a massive difference for your scoring.
Like here I creep up. Like that's what I mean. I haven't completely fixed it.
Yes, you're right. This is definitely like creeping. Yeah, it feels like it.
There was 10 seconds left, so I felt maybe that has something to do with it, but
Yeah.
still not completely excusable.
Yeah. I think a theme I'm seeing here, Crypt, is you just trust your teammates a little too much. Yeah. Because you're right. Let's pretend this is at like 2 minutes, right? Like.
Yeah, it's definitely wrong if it's at 2 minutes.
Yeah. If it's at 2 minutes, this just kind of feels like you're not even like thinking there's a possibility they get dunked, right? Or beaten. Yeah. Alright. Let's have a quick look at how Dace was so fast. Yeah, just a good read. Alright, let's check out one of the later ones. Maybe this 3-2.
Yeah, I think I was definitely started playing better on the second half, so
Yep.
we'll see.
No excuses now.
Yep, no, I'll play perfect now.
When I used to coach like TSM with like Remco and stuff, I just wouldn't watch. We like wouldn't analyze the first game because I got so sick of them being like, "Oh, just wasn't warmed up, just wasn't ready." I'm like, well, there's no point watching.
I just missed.
I'm not saying I wasn't
yeah.
warmed up. I was just like reading the play and I was
think
slow.
I may have double jumped.
Oh, you double jumped, yeah. Yeah, this is funny. Yeah.
It's crazy how though, like, I'm making, well, all of us, are making very like stupid mistake, like a missed aerial, and we're conceding, but like we're still managing to somehow like go positive, like win these games and still go positive in the scrim.
No, you guys have a lot of potential.
It's such an easy fix that if you can fix it.
Yeah. It's funny though. I guess it's like such a simple fix, but it. Yeah. No, I know what you mean, Crypt. It's frustrating, but yeah, it's actually not a very easy fix to be honest, because it's mechanical. Like.
It seems easy.
It seems easy. It seems so obvious and so frustrating. Oh, you get caught a bit close here again, Crypt, actually.
That's what I do
Yeah.
as well. Kind of supersonic when my team is getting beaten.
Yeah.
I get trusting team too much.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it feels like. Yeah, even here you're awkwardly close. Yeah. 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 Can you see it here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the flip.
Yeah, both.
I think you gotta be careful. I think you gotta be careful flipping Crypt as well. That's the second time you've gotten a bit out of position, like flipping somewhere.
Go back to it at least.
That's not the catch I wanted.
I mean, it's the catch you needed. Easy goal. Yeah. I can see it, Crypt. You're a very patient defender. It's good. Even here.
It
Yeah.
works in twos most of the time, but sometimes in threes it's not the play.
Yes. Yeah. It's just especially once you start playing like better teams, they'll just score with that gap you're leaving them, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you have like a really good shadow defense in ones, you can beat everyone until you play against someone who can like air dribble bump, and then they'll just like score on you like every time, and it's like fuck.
Go back like twice, go back like 2 or 3 times. Oh yeah, here. I jump, I'm last man, and they're both quite awkward, like they both jump. I feel like I need a jump here. Like that's an example of not being patient. Like blocking the shot, because otherwise I'm gonna get scored on, because give them too much space.
Yeah, this was good. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Except
nice.
he misses.
Yeah, but he probably missed because you were putting the pressure on, you know? So
And if he did hit it, I think I had to read.
yeah, no, nice catch. Yeah, this is exactly what we were talking about. So good on you for noticing. Yeah, because you can see if you stayed back here, like let's imagine, like if Dasu gets a free shot here, like even if you're an amazing keeper, he can just score that on you, right? So you kind of
backboard.
Yeah, or he could backboard and then you just be like a sitting duck to whatever. So yeah, really good decision there.
I hope the camera changes.
What's that?
I hope the camera changes.
I know, almost. Got a bit dizzy.
It's a lot slower on the replays than it actually is on my screen.
Legacy, same thing here. I think yeah, it's just about like committing to your position, I think. Because it's like,
oh yeah, I
cause
definitely could have gone there though.
yeah, it's just cause you're so close. You've got 100 boost. You're so ready. There's like really like nothing stopping you from going here except like confidence, right? Because you're probably just scared that Daisu's gonna beat you as your third man, right? But like sometimes you've got to go as third man, even if it feels a bit sketchy. Yeah.
So I do sometimes, but I don't do it straight away. I just hang back.
Yeah. It's just like it's a similar situation to the last one where it's like if you don't want to go, just be like back here, you know?
Yeah.
It's like if you're gonna be this close, you've really got to go.
Just
if
be
there's, like,
ready to jump instantly.
Yeah. A way I like to, what helped me think about it is like I'll make the decision like before the hit comes.
Yeah.
Because it's like it feels like in this spot you're kind of like, so you're here, you're thinking, still thinking, nah, right?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Whereas what helped with me in these situations is I'd be here, go forward, and then I'm like, if this touch is like anything remotely in the air, I am jumping.
Yeah.
Jump, right? Like if you make the decision before the hits, it can get you really quick because you'll just go.
Yeah, true.
Whereas, yeah, that could be like a mental habit to practice. That's how you get like super quick. Yeah, it's interesting because, like, you know, over the last 4 years since I was playing, like, everyone's gotten, like, so much better mechanically, even, like, rotationally. It's like, you guys are, like, really good compared to, like, what was out there, like, 4 years ago. That's a nice goal.
Go back, like, a few. I nearly peeked on him and he saved it. Back one more. I nearly hit a peak sidewall on him.
Oh, that would have been so nice.
Saved it.
Oh well, the pressure still led to a goal though.
Legacy was like, yeah, at least we got a goal for it.
Yeah. Anyway, what I was saying was like, yeah, in like the 4 years, it's like, yeah, everyone's gotten like so much better mechanically and also a lot smarter like rotationally. But I feel like it's that speed that is still kind of like almost like gate kept until you just get the experience at the highest level, right?
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's like you don't have to make those kind of trade-offs like we're talking about Legacy, where it's like if you want to play fast, you like have to commit to the decision like before it happens and stuff, right? It's like you just don't have to make those kind of optimizations until you're like literally like trying to be like a top tier player.
Yeah, definitely. I'm curious on like where we would sit on the fucking out opens if we would even be close to close at this point. Close calls. I don't even know nowadays because it's been so long. And I've done nothing but get better.
It all depends on the bracket.
Yeah.
Bracket can screw you over so bad, or can give you like 2 DQs of the best teams.
Yeah, you're not wrong. there was a team that was fucking. Maybe we could probably beat half the time that made it to like an extra 2 or 3 rounds because they just got lucky with bracket.
Yeah, Crib, this is where front post rotating kind of fucks you up as well, because you don't get that angle.
Yeah, I thought Milkers had a free ball. Like, I look away, and all I see is Daisy pass it down. I thought Milkers could have a free bang, but Milkers didn't tell me till later that Daisy was still on. I probably could have just checked on my camera, but I didn't want to make sure I didn't hit Milkers rotating out, because that's, from what I've been told, you don't, like, it's the person who's rotating ball side's job to make sure you don't hit the, like, person ready for it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, makes sense. Similar thing here, Crib. This is just, I think that's just like way too trusting, because this is like a good hit from Desu, you know? Like, I don't think, like, Milk should be ready for it, but you can see like shit happens, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, I think that's something you definitely want to keep in mind, is like being ready to like cover for teammates a bit more. I'm not sure what team does it super well nowadays, but I know like back in the day Vitality were really... Vitality probably are still good at it. But the old Vitality with like K-Dop and Fairy Peak, just like all the time they'd be like triple committing in defense, because like they just wouldn't trust each other. But it was so solid because like shit happens, you know? So it was actually fine to like double commit and stuff, because it was just like a solid system. It looks like you might have a bit of a fake challenge. Yeah, this feels like a twos kind of thing, you know, just like fake challenging here.
Yeah.
Because I think you had, I think this is a pretty solid challenge you could have got here. But instead, just looks like you're like comfortable chilling, which is great in twos, but we'll get you punished in threes, right?
That's probably why I suck at twos.
Different skills for sure.
It's the annoying thing because like harder, like I still have that inner sense that I want to rank up in twos, so I still have some of those like rotational things, and I can't play differently. Like I'll play the same rotation wise. So if I play too much twos, I'll be bad at threes.
Yeah.
And play too much threes, I'll be bad at twos.
No, it's true. It's why you see a lot of pro players, not all, but like a lot of pro players will like stop playing twos because their ego can't handle it, because they lose. Like I know like CJ was really bad at this. Like CJ just wouldn't play twos ever, and it's because like he'd just get beaten by like random players. But you know, he's like one of the best threes players in the region, but it's just because it's different skills. So
I'm definitely like, I was in fucking 1300 and still losing the other day. Just like, yeah.
No, yeah. Honestly, yeah. No, different skills. Especially for what you're working on as well, Legacy, because like, yeah, it's like you're trying to learn to be that like confident, fast, quick player. And it's like that actually isn't that rewarded in threes. Oh, that's a big missed opportunity here. Yep, keep it out, keep it out. Yeah, I think this is a good situation where it's like good to go back post, because you can see Crypt here, like you're looking very comfy in that like front post situation, you know?
Did I go back post?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
sweet.
Yeah. So you guys are spread out well here. Oh!
Yeah, and then them just flip out. We'll call it an accident.
There we go. Oh, this is what we're talking about. So close.
This is a bit too fucking quick.
Oh, yeah. Nah, good on you, man. Those will come. Those will come. Wow, yeah, and good job being so far back here as well, because it was just a few weeks ago we were talking about like You know, that need to always be close, but you're just hanging back, comes straight to you. And then you get the clear. The second, ooh. There we go. Crib, this is actually a really good example of what I was talking about.
Sweet.
Yeah, see how you're like kind of rotating here, and see how you're really keeping your eye on the ball, Legacy,
Yeah.
and then you don't go back post, you actually cut it. So that's really good, because a lot of players here would just close their eyes, go back post, and get scored on. So that was really cool.
I could just see Milk wasn't hitting the touch, and the amount of times that I fucking kind of try to get a controlled touch rather than just a go for ball moment, and they beat me.
Yep.
So I was like, fuck it.
Yeah. Crip, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's also a thing, Crypt, where it's like, I know you're saying you used to like, say you had like ego issues and felt like you're like the best player on the team and stuff, right? Like, when you feel like that, I'm sure there was like part of you that always thought like, man, as I get better, my teammates will stop making mistakes, right? And it's like, man, I'm playing well. I'm just trusting my teammates and they're letting me down. But it's like, even if you're on like the best team, your teammates are still gonna make mistakes, you know?
Yeah.
So it is an important habit to get used to.
It didn't help that I found it easier to win in like SSL than like GC, mostly because the way I played twos, like I got SSL without being confident to flip reset in twos. I won't lie. But it's because I would play just super passive the entire game, and like I'd let my teammate cut me, because a lot of people in twos, like they don't care about rank. So I found the easiest way to win was to just let them have the ball. It would prevent double commits. I just play defense, and like I learned to play defense pretty well in twos, but it doesn't always contribute to threes, that defense.
Yeah. No, that's exactly how I played twos as well. And yeah, it works amazingly. Good to hear it still does. But you're right, yeah. I think threes just demands more of people, because it's like, yeah, when I played, you could kind of get away with just being like a pretty like chill third man and just score goals like this, you know, where it's just kind of like gifted to you. And you're like, oh, sweet.
Like we had 4 saves in a row, and the reason we scored is because Milkers just pinched it like miles down the line.
Oh yeah, that was sick. Oh, that was really sick. Damn. And then
he's got potential, that kid.
yeah, no, that was real nice.
That is one problem that I've seen us kind of have, though. Sometimes we struggle to get out of defense. Like we'll be on defense for ages, and then it won't even be because their offense is better than ours, but they'll have like triple the shots than we have, so we'll lose.
Yeah, that will like just like sometimes happen. But yeah, being able to clear like that one you just saw from Milkers goes like such a long way in like getting out of defense. In today's meta, at least. We'll probably go through this last game quickly, because there's like 5 minutes left.
So is there 1/2 hour and then 1 hour per week?
Yeah. Yeah, so the half hour is more of just like a check-in on how everything's going. I think this is a good actually example, by the way, Legacy, of what we're talking about with you, where it's like, if you watch Milk here, he's just like very like committed the whole way. He's like, yep, going, and just goes, you know? And then he even misses, but it's like, you can see that you don't really see him like think at all. Yeah. So you could learn a bit from just noticing how Milk does things, because you two have like complementary styles.
Yeah, we noticed that like we complement fucking downs or some shit.
there we go. Oh, you still get a bit wrecked. This was nice. You're quick. So something about your jump made you a bit low though. Yeah, because look how much higher
tilted to the
Daisu
left
is.
as well. Off the start, I wasn't pointing directly towards it.
Yeah, you didn't actually fast aerial. See how you double jump and then lean up?
Might be a KBM thing. We'll just go with that. It's not, but we'll just go with that.
It's easier to fast aerial on keyboard. Actually, isn't it? I don't know. Keyboard has its benefits for sure.
It's just if you're holding it down the slightest, you're flipping or you're back flipping. It's like the timing on it's crucial. People say like, how do you fuck up stalls? Okay.
I felt like I had to challenge though, because Milkers and Legacy were both. I was gonna be in 3v1 otherwise.
Yeah.
I was trying to check. I probably could have done a better job of challenging, but I think challenging was the right play.
Yeah. I think the way you went about it maybe wasn't the best. I think you were just a bit predictable because you just like flew in the whole time. So that gave Daisu like the easy flick, you know?
Yeah.
Like I think a challenge is good here, but yeah, maybe you could have like slowed down a bit, gotten like a bit more consistent rather than just kind of like throwing yourself at it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's just go through the goals, then we'll call it there. Oh, it's like the same goal. We've just been seeing Daisu actually like wrecking you guys.
Oh yeah, no, he had like 900. The next guy had 200.
He was doing very well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that challenge thing we're talking about goes a long way, especially with flicks. Like if you just kind of like shove your car a lot higher than like where the ball is and kind of where you think the flick's going, it's good.
Yeah. And then I start doing that and it starts going under me consistently.
Oh,
And I'm back and forth.
I think if you jumped, you had that. I don't know. I think the line had to be slightly wider as well. Yeah. Punished. Whoa, greedy.
Yeah.
Yep. Very, very greedy. Yeah.
Low boost, definitely shouldn't have.
It's tough, yeah.
And no
Probably
vision.
Yeah, no boost, no vision. Similar thing here, Crypt. You get caught a little too comfy back post, and then get beaten. Oh, that sucks.
Go back like 1 or 2, because usually I know if someone's behind me, but I don't know why it caught me by surprise. Because I remember not knowing, or like not thinking I was gonna get bumps. I don't know.
Wow, yeah, he commits from like the side. Yeah.
It's very smart though.
Yeah, 'cause that's probably why. You're probably alarm bells when you hear them behind you, but he came from the side, which was nice.
Like it's almost at midfield and he cuts back in.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think he just got punished for being too close with low boost here as well.
Yeah.
Just gotta chill. Let your teammates do their thing.
Too much trust again. Trust that there's gonna be a 50.
Yeah, exactly, actually. Good point. Yeah. That's funny though how you're saying like, you know, in 2s you're very like passive and just letting them do their thing, but then in 3s you have a bit of a over-trusting habit, so it's interesting. Probably just punishes you more in 3s. How is this a goal? Yeah, you just get caught a bit wide. See, yeah, just too far. 5 seconds left. Might have just been chilling. Cool. Alright, I'll remember to write stuff down. That's annoying, I forgot on Wednesday. So it was more individual focus today, because we didn't have all 3 of you. But rotationally, everything seemed really solid, honestly.
Cool.
Yeah, I rotations seem to be going well. So that's good. So legacy, yeah, the big thing I want you to focus on is challenging, actually.
Yeah.
So
Just if I'm too far, kind of jump over him.
yeah,
yeah,
it's like
rather than take control of the ball.
yeah. So it's like learn how to challenge in a way where you're slower than your opponent and intercepting the ball. That'll go a long way if you can learn how to do that. That's like such a game changer once you learn that.
Yeah.
And then the second thing we talked about was just try and make your decisions like before the hit kind of comes, so you can go quicker. So try and decide whether you are going or not before the next hit happens. This way you don't lose time thinking. And then crypt for you, I think. So I guess the big one is like learn to so just be careful trusting teammates too much, especially like them getting beat and stuff. Them getting beat, and then we talked about just like that rotating back, but there's definitely like subtlety in it, right? So it's like so I guess I'll just write like what's a good word for it? Be like aware of how you're rotating back. Be careful not to drive up the ass of your second man, but also be careful not to commit to a passive third man position when your team needs you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'll just send that to him.
So Wednesday's the 27th. All my Christmas stuff should be over by then. How about you guys?
I think all I'm doing is a lunch, so should be right.
I'm not sure. I gotta go back to you.
Cool. Alright. Let's lock in Wednesday 8 PM for now.
Yeah.
That seems to be solid.
That was
then
what we
just-
did earlier this week, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just let me know closer to the day if we need to change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, other
Gonna
than
be
that,
swimming tonight?
I'm going out for dinner. I'm not too sure what time I'll be back, but I think we start bowling at like 7 PM my time, so like 8 you guys. Maybe a couple hours after that or something. I don't really know.
Yeah, probably just not do one then because it'd be hard to find one anyway.
Yeah, that plus I haven't fucking slept.
yeah, Legacy, you gotta get some Z's in here.
Gotta get a napper.
Cool.
Wake up in a few hours.
Alright, well enjoy Christmas, guys.
Cheers, brother. You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No worries. Yeah, I'll hopefully catch you Wednesday.
Sweet. See you then.
Okay, see ya.